watching Aha Nama channel.
Video, let us solve the question number 3 from exercise 8.2, that is chapter number 8, real numbers. The question is, find the LCM and HCF of the following integers by applying the prime factorization method. These three are the problems for which we have to find the LCM and HCF by prime factorization method. So let's start with the first problem. Let us factorize 12, 15 and 21 and then find the HCF and LCM. So let us factorize number 12. Always we have to consider the smallest possible prime with which the number can be divisible. So it is divisible by 2. So 2 6s are 12, 2 3s are 6 and 3 1s are. So let us write down the factors for number 12. That is 2 into 2 is 2 square into 3. Factorizing number 15. It is not possible with number 2, so we have to go with the next factor, that is prime factor, that is 3. 3 5s are 15 and 5 1s are. So writing down the factors in the product form for 15, that is 3 into 5. Again let us factorize the number 21. So it is not possible with 2. Let us start with 3. 3 7s are 21 and 7 1s are 7. So writing down the factors for 21, that is 3 into 7. So first of all, after this we have to find the HCF. So we have to see the common factor between all the three integers. So 3 is common between all three integers with the power 1. So since for HCF we have to take the lowest power of the common factor. Since the power is 1 for all the three integers, we will take just 3. So the HCF for all these three integers is 3. Now coming to the LCM, we have to consider the highest power in the common factors. The power is same for all the three. So let's write 3 first, and then again we have to write down all the factors which are not common. So we will take 2 square into 5 into 7. So let us simplify this. 3 into 2 2s are 4 into 5 into 7. What is 4 3s are 12 into 5 7s are 35. Now let us multiply 12 and 35 and find the result. 5 2s are 10, carry 1, 5 1s are 5, 6 into 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. So the 0 comes down. Adding 6 plus 2 is 12, carry 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. So therefore the LCM for 12, 15 and 21 is 42 and HCF is 3. Now moving to the next problem, that is 17, 23 and 21. Let us factorize 17 first. We all know that 17 is not divisible by any number. Since 17 is a prime factor, it is divisible by itself or the number 1. Okay. Then coming to number 23, again 23 is a prime factor because it is not divisible by any of the number. So again it is divisible by itself. 23 1s are. Again if you come to 29, again it is a prime factor. You can check, it is not divisible by any number like 2, 3, 5 or 7 or any other number. So again it is a prime factor. It is divisible by itself or 1. So writing down the prime factors for 17 is 17 and 1. Again for 21 the prime factors is itself and 1. For 29 again it is itself and 1. So the HCF for this will be, what is common in between all the three integers? We can say 1 is common, right? Because there is no other integers that is common. So HCF for any prime number will be 1. Then LCM is nothing but the product of all these uncommon factors, that is 17 into 23 into 29. So let us multiply 17 into 23 first and find the result. 7 3s are 21, 3 1s are 3 plus 2 it is 5 into 7 2s are 14, again carry 1, so 2 ones are 2 plus 1 is 3. So adding, you get 1 here, 5 plus 4 is 9 and 3. So 391 into, again we have to multiply 29. So multiplying 9 first, 9 ones are 9, 9 nines are, it is 81, 9 threes are 27, 27 plus 8, it is 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So it is 35 into 2 ones are 2, 9 twos are 18, carry 1, 3 twos are 6, plus 1 it is 7. Okay, so adding these 3, 9, 2 plus 1 is 3, 5 plus 8 it is 13, carry 1, 7 plus 3 is 10, and this is 11. Okay, so LCM for the integers 17, 23 and 29 is 11,339. So this is the LCM and 1 is the HCF. Now moving ahead to
numbers. So let us start with the question number 4, which says, given that HCF of 306 and 657 is equal to 9, find the LCM of 306 and 657. So here in the question they have given us the HCF, that is 9, and we have to determine the LCM of these two values. So previously we have already learned a formula which says, given two integers a and b, the HCF of a comma b into LCM of a comma b is equal to the product of those two integers, that is a and b. This we have already studied in our previous videos. If you want to watch back those videos, please click the I button above. So let us substitute the values here. So from the question, our a value is 306 and b value is 657. So let us write down again the HCF of 306 comma 657 into LCM of 306 comma 657 is equal to 306 into 657. So we already know the HCF of 306 and 657, that is equal to 9 into LCM of 306 comma 657 is equal to, again, 306 into 657. So let us simplify and find out the LCM here. 657 is equal to 306 into 657 divided by 9. So let us divide here, cancel out. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 0, 3 2s are 6. Again 3 1s are, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. So this 2 is a carry, so the number is 27, and 3 9s are 27. So let us multiply 102 and 219 and let us find the answer. So 9 2s are 18, carry 1, 9 zeros is 0, so 1 comes down here, 9 1s are 9, into 1 2s are 2, 1 zeros are 0, 1 1s are 1. Again let us multiply with 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 zeros are 0, 2 1s are 2. So adding, we get 8, 2 plus 1 is 3, 9 plus 4 is 13, carry 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 comes down. So this is the LCM for the value 306 and 657, that is 22,338. We can find the LCM also by the prime factorization method, but this method will be much easier if HCF value is given and they are asking for LCM. Now coming to the question number 5, which says, check whether 6 power n can end with digit 0 for any natural number. Here we have to give a value to n that must be a natural number. What are the natural numbers? It will start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes up to infinity. We have to give any value to n such that the number after simplification should end with the digit 0. Okay, and they're asking us any value for n such that the number ends with digit 0. So this kind of problem we have already solved in the examples. That I think that is example number 5. So you can watch that video by clicking the I button above, or you can find the link in the description below. To find the value of n, let us find the prime factors for any integer which ends with digit 0. For example, if we consider number 10, let us find the prime factors for number 10. 2 5s are 10 and 5 1s are. Again, if you consider another number which ends with digit 0, such as number 40, so let us factorize. 2 2s are 4, 2 0s are 0, sorry, 0 comes down, 2 1s are 2, again 0 comes down, 2 5s are 10 and 5 1s are. So the factors of 2 are 2 into 5, and factors of 40 are 2 into 2 into 2 is 2 cube into 5. So one thing we can observe from this is any factor which ends with any integer which ends with digit 0 will have the common factors 2 and 5. So now let us find the prime factors for the number 6. If you factorize the number 6, 2 3s are 6 and 3 1s are. So what are the factors of 6? It is 2 into 3. For 6 power n, it will be 2 into 3 power n. Here we can notice that the factors of 6 is 2 and 3, whereas the factors for any number to end with digit 0 must be 2 and 5. Here number 5 is missing. Therefore, so let us write down, since the prime factors of 6 is not 5, so the uniqueness of the fundamental theorem of arithmetic guarantees that there are no other prime factors in prime factorization of 6 power n. So let us write down that also. So the uniqueness of fundamental theorem of arithmetic guarantees that there are no other prime factors, that there are no other prime factors in factorization of 6 power n. Hence, we can also write down this, hence 6 power n cannot end with digit 0, for any natural number, n. So this is how we write the solution for this problem. We have to write down all these things for the complete solution.
Thank you for watching நம்ம சேனல். இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. வீடியோ அடிக்கடி பார்க்கறதுக்காக இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப்